Commissioner Krushat,
Here.
Commissioner Pahana,
Here.
Commissioner Walker,
Here.
Vice Chair Garcia.
Here.
Let the record show that Chair Cure has an excused absence.
All right. Announcements. These proceedings may be viewed on demand on the City of 29 Palms website at www.29palms.org. You may also live stream this meeting by going on the website and clicking on the meetings agendas link. Public comments. This is the time for the public to address the Planning Commission on issues within the jurisdiction of the Commission that are not on the agenda. All comments are to be directed to the chair of the commission and shall not consist of any personal attacks. Members of the public are expected to maintain a professional, courteous decorum during their comments. There is a time limitation of 3 minutes per person. If you haven't already done so, please fill out name and address slips and give them to the Planning Commission secretary. The Planning Commission is prohibited by the Brown Act, state law, from taking action or discussing at length items not included on the printed agenda. Public comments on specific agenda items will be deferred until consideration of the item on the agenda. All right, opening public comment. Alex Barron?
Is there a timer so I can watch that? Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Good evening, folks. My name is Alex Barron. I currently reside at 6971 Kern Boulevard. I own two 2.5 acre lots up there. One has my primary residence. The other one is a vacant lot. The area is zoned at RL5. I'm a retired Marine officer, and I'm currently a federal civilian employee on the Marine base. Bottom line up front, I am seeking to discover the official mechanism by which I can propose an adjustment or change to the municipal code, specifically regarding allowable land uses and primary requirements for rural living districts. Some background. The reason I am here is for the past couple of months, I've been exploring options to place a shipping container on my vacant lot. I've been in discussions, informal discussions with some folks in the building next door, and I've been told no, because shipping containers are considered accessory use structures. And that land, my vacant lot specifically, must have a primary use before an accessory structure can be placed, or I must perform a lot merger or a lot line move. So neither one of those options, the primary use or the lot line, are reasonable in my opinion. But let's explore some of those real quick per municipal code. So some some acceptable uses for rural 5, I can be permitted to have a mobile home park. I can put a windmill up. I can have a row or field crops. I can have a produce stand. I can have a cemetery. I can have an organizational camp or a church or a hospital or a racetrack and a stadium. I can have an RV park or a communications facility. These are just some of the things that are currently in municipal code as allowable uses. Granted, they need a permit to be done, but some of those are the things that are currently allowed. Again, I can have a cemetery permitted on my vacant lot, but I cannot have a shipping container placed on my vacant lot. That to me is pretty unreasonable. Additionally, let's say we did go for one of those primary uses. Again, being more reasonable, putting a primary structure on that lot. That would cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. If I wanted to do the lot line merger, or the line move, I have a quote from a local surveyor that would cost me $4,650 to have the survey alone done in preparation for the lot line move. Both of those, the $100,000 or the $4,600, in my opinion, are unreasonable for someone who's not trying to do anything nefarious. I just want a shipping container on my lot. So I can't come in here and just complain and not offer up any solutions. In looking deeper in California code, building code, specifically chapter 3, section 312, paragraph 312.1, anyway, if I may make a closing argument, the municipal code makes it harder for me to do the right thing than to do the wrong thing. I can simply Thank you.
Yep, appreciate you. All right, Suzanne Lyons.
Hi, everybody. I'm Suzanne Lyons. Good evening, commissioners. I'm a part-time resident of 29 Palms. I live out at the intersection of Samarkand and Sunrise, which is otherwise known as 1,400 feet away from the E-Group Solar Project site. So being so close, and also I'm a science educator by profession, being so close to the site, and also just given my background on environmental science and earth science, I'm just acutely aware of the issue and interested in getting this right. And it's a complex project, and I'm here to help. I've spent probably over 100 hours researching every aspect of the project. So I was hoping to give people who are going to be in decision-making positions a fact sheet that's easy to read and just an assist, because the DEIR is over 500 pages and it's going to be hard to digest all of that. And again, I do have expertise in this, and so I'm totally a resource for anybody that has any questions about how these things work or why I'm opposed on scientific grounds, as well as just visual and well-being basis for the plan. I will also say I'm completely an advocate of solar power. This is not about solar power. I love solar power. I wrote a book on climate change for teachers. I love it. The problem is that all solar farms are not alike. There are really, really important ones that are carefully vetted and operated with expertise. And then there are others that do more harm than good. And I'm afraid that what we're looking at is a project that's going to lead us down a road that we would really regret. A few facts until I run out of time, okay? This is from my fact sheet. But did you know that the E-Group solar site would be within city limits, of course? That's very rare in the state of California. Most industrial scale power plants are not in city limits. Why? Because they're big and they're very impactful on communities and the environment. So we would be one of a handful, apparently, of in city limits industrial scale power plants. It would be truly huge. The existing solar power plants that we do have, one is 9 megawatts, one is 12 megawatts. This one E-Group is saying is 50 megawatts. So we're talking big. If you think what is going in looks like what's already there, it's not. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Peter Lang.
Good evening. My name is Peter Lang. I'm Suzanne Lyons' spouse. We're over on Samarkand. Continuing on the solar project, I want to start with the aesthetics because the DEIR is clear. It clearly states that the visual impact here is significant and unavoidable. That the change to the visual character of this landscape cannot be mitigated to a less than significant level. I run and hike here on this proposed site, so I've seen the beauty of this place up close, and many others have too. This is a living desert, home to endangered desert tortoises. And it's also a magical land. Walk it yourself and see. Since the project would be visible from multiple viewpoints, a number of residents and visitors will experience it as a major negative change. One that feels visually intrusive and unattractive. Once it's industrialized, that visual experience is permanently altered. The DEIR acknowledges that. I'm very concerned about the mass grading required for this project. E-Group has repeatedly mischaracterized this area as flat, The earth moving is enormous. And if you measure all that earth moving, it's an equivalent volume of 50,000 dump trucks. The health effect of this upwind project, right? It's blowing down on us, aren't worth it. And a project of this size should not be within city limits with a moratorium against such projects. I also have a question about how E-Group has characterized this project as being eligible for AB 205 approval. 50 megawatts of power to the grid is required. Go to page 338 of the DEIR to see that each inverter is rated at 225 kilowatts, and the number of inverters is around 170. Total capacity equals 170 inverters times 225 kilowatts equals 38.25 megawatts of AC power to the grid. So the DEIR is inconsistent. It refers to 50 megawatts, but this does not add up based on the equipment they say they are using. Can E-Group confirm that AB 205 would apply? From what I can tell, it would not. And this gives me the sense that the state can't force this project, which is kind of the rhetoric that we've been hearing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any more public comments? We've got one more coming in.
Carlos Blandon.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Carlos Blandon. I hear the argument about visual resource. And I brought this up before a lot. I just want to know who has corrugated metal in their house, in the front yard. Big popular item, especially with these Airbnbs, right? That has more glare effect throughout the city and impact on the landscape, especially if you look out through Sullivan and Old Dale, big giant wall of corrugated metal. So I would have brought some color samples that, suggest if you want to do something like this, make sure the visual impacts get well rendered for the city, so painted. So make sure we don't have no more glare effects. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any more public comment? Alrighty, closing public comment. Commissioner comments and reports of meeting attended. We'll start with Jim.
Yeah, Mr. Commissioner, I have nothing significant to report.
Leslie.
So just waiting. Happy New Year, everybody. It's great to be back. Looking forward to all of our agendas and meetings and doing well for the city of 29 Palms.
I haven't attended any meetings since our last meeting.
I haven't attended any meetings since our last, but I would like to inform people that there is a food and clothing drive for the houseless out here that two young ladies and their mother are trying to do. So it would be really encouraging if people donated more. I am one of the drop-off points for them. So if anyone has clothes, food, or hygiene packets or anything like to donate, feel free to hit me up. I appreciate you guys. Consent calendar. Has everyone read the minutes?
I make a motion, we accept the consent calendar of the minutes as written.
I second.
Alrighty. Roll call.
Thank you.
I know I was missing something.
Good, that's okay. Commissioner Krushat,
Aye.
Commissioner Pahana,
Aye.
Commissioner Walker,
Aye.
Vice Chair Garcia,
Aye.
approved.
So public hearings. We have no public hearings tonight. Discussions and potential action items. Nothing. Community Development Director updates.
Just two really quick things. The city council approved the ancillary entertainment that we talked about for quite some time. We'll put the second reading up before the city council next week, and so we'll be able to officially start accepting applications on March the 1st. And we'll give periodic updates as to how many of these we do have, and the intent here is we'll actually develop a list of venue spaces where this is permitted, and we'll also share that with the Public Arts Committee and the T-bid, because they also give grants for activities that could also use this information, so just putting it out there. Secondly, this is the potential calendar for 2026. I always want to verify this against potential holidays. You know, if we're landing on the 4th of July, for instance, we are not this year. We always tend to cancel the first meeting in December because that's the same day as the holiday lighting ceremony. And so this is what we have, first and third Tuesdays of each month. I want to put it out there for the commission. Is there anything right now that that we can't make if there's a conflict of any kind? Okay.
17 will be a conflict for me for travel, because of travel,
317, okay.
and possibly, and 519.
317 and 519.
I do have some pending dates, but I'm probably going to get back to you on those ones.
Okay, go ahead. And then as we go along, we do have some development applications that are going to be before you here in the next couple of months. And primarily, the rest of the year we'll be discussing general plan thought processes on updates and development code amendments like we're doing today. Okay, that's it.
Alrighty, we're moving to study session, and recording is off during study session, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so the first study session, this is